That's what I'm trying to tell you. Knowledge is power.
No doubt.
No matter whatever knowledge you get from out the world, it's how you decipher it. It's how you use it.
No doubt.
Because you can use
good or
you
evil.
can use this knowledge I give you for right, or you can use that for wrong. That's what makes you. That's what tells your morality. That's
Talk to him.
Who you are.
Talk to him, Rock.
Inmate at Travis County Correctional Complex. This call is subject to recording and monitoring, and your location information may be collected and used by corrections and law enforcement personnel. To accept this free call, press 1.
Jammed up, locked up, catch your get shocked up. Jammed up with the guard, catch your wreck out in the yard, cause we jammed up, locked up, catch your get shocked up. Jammed up with the guard, catch your wreck out in the yard, cause we jammed up.
Order, order, order!
Wreck out, wreck out.
Wreck out.
You are now tapping into the frequencies of
Jammed Up Journals.
And I'm your host, Big Prof.
Who else?
The Podfather.
What else?
Mr. Hoffa.
Tell him.
Monta Hoffa.
What else?
Mustafa Hoffa.
Come on.
The king of the fucking jungle, man. And I'm here with my co-defendant, RocTheBlock. What else?
The Black Viking. Cause I eat thunder and I grab lightning. You already know.
And we're here to remind y'all, we've gone through a lot of phases, trials and tribulations, but we are now rehabilitated,
Reinvigorated.
reassimilated,
And relocated back into the free world.
yes.
310, fuck the free world.
It's always somebody.
Hey, yo, look, man, that's what happens when you get people that's institutionalized. But, before we continue, man, we want to remind yourself to do yourself a favor. And don't clock in if you can't do the labor. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you can't stand on it,
Then I can't stand with you. So, this is a journey that we're taking y'all with us to learn the experiences that we've done to save you years of heartache. So take a journey with us, man.
Message.
So today, Rock, it's another episode. I got a lineup full of some interesting, some funny shit, some good food to make. I got a special guest coming through.
Okay.
But the whole thing that got me in the zone, and it took me a minute to kind of put this shit together, but I want today's show to be about influences. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of influences in the mainstream media and the entertainment that all guide us through the shit that we get into, And
saying all them niggas back in the day influenced me, nigga.
No doubt.
Cash rules, they around me.
Queen, get the money.
Dollar bill, y'all.
But I don't want to target out certain people and make it seem like it's all about them. You know what I mean? But I'm using certain people so y'all can understand and reference, and y'all can backtrack what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Don't take things as on face value. You know? And
do your
research. You know what I mean? Like I did. And this is some of the things that I found out about the research that I went through.
Okay.
Man, you got a dope artist named Chief Keef. Chief Keef out of Chi-Town, you know what I mean? He came in the game and he really took the game by storm because he was just an independent artist with like no backing, no nothing, and boom, Ye got on the remix, Pusha T got on the remix.
Yeah, that was that Rovers and shit.
Yeah, that's that shit I don't like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit too.
So, but what I found interesting about this young brother's career is that I think Chief Keef is really authentic. You know what I mean? I don't know him personally, but I think Chief Keef's music is very authentic to what, he does, and, I respect that movement. But I noticed the movement that goes on around and why certain industries and companies take opportunities on these. So, I was informed that Chief Keef got a $6 million deal with Interscope Records. Okay. And to me, that was like, word, damn, son got a bag. But then...
But he was popping, though.
He was popping. But to get a $6 million deal, 50 Cent caught $1 million deal, and that was like super unheard of, and he was hot as shit. Yeah. So a $6 million deal is like, damn. And even 50 Cent catching that $1 million deal, it was with this label named Interscope. And then I find out that Interscope is owned by GE, General Electrics. And then General Electric is in the business of private prisons. So to me, that starts causing some awareness, like, okay, you own the private prison, so it's in your benefit to see people in jail.
Yeah.
But now you own such a powerful company that you have another subsidiary that's Interscope Records. And now you offering this company, pushing this company, influencing this company to give a $6 million deal to an artist that really doesn't generate $6 million in sales. So what is the purpose of you promoting an artist who's really gone through the stories that he's gone through? And why do you choose to promote that brand more than something that might be a little bit more political, or a little bit more, inspiring,
First of all, political rap and deep conscious rap and none of that shit gets no funding.
Yeah, no, not no more. Not no more. Well, shit.
Industry only wants you to party and dance your ass off and spend the money on their music, go to clubs and shit like that.
But you see, that's what I'm talking about with like how hip hop.
That's why the pop cats and all that shit make more money. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, they're gonna use hip hop to center our views and shit because they notice how we live. So they're gonna give an artist like him $6 million to talk about clapping motherfuckers and all this gang shit and all that bullshit because it boosts what they want. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
and that's the
shit. They want the street drama.
Now, peep how the evolution of hip hop has gone. Because in the 70s, it's kind of like you said, they wanted a lot of party. And it was kind of like just being happy to have something that you called your own, like hip hop. And it was just having a good time and let's get out the house. Then in the 80s, I think it transformed a little bit, and it was still going from party to the Run DMC era, but then to the KRS era, where late 80s, it was becoming a lot more aware. So there was a big transition, and in the 90s, you had a lot of people that was on a little bit more revolutionary, like a lot more aggressive with that same peace and awareness approach. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as hip hop got bigger, now we're moving to 2000s, the 2010s, and now I think that's the era where it really became about money. And that's when I think they caught a headlock.
So what is the industry gonna do? Industry is looking for certain cats and certain things to influence you into a certain way of mind.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's my opinion.
And they want us to be on that criminal crib.
Exactly. Because it benefits them.
Jail's a business, but a lot of motherfuckers are benefiting off from businesses.
But jail again, prison.
Jordan.
Look.
Right? I heard he got
private prison. I heard something like that too.
Money, bro.
Yeah, but that's what we gotta understand, that it is a scheme. It's a big grand scheme of things.
It ain't about black and white. It's about green and gold.
Yeah. But we know which ones are less to have it. There's a bunch of things that go around that, man. And that's not like the only thing. Like I was watching My Wife and Kids. Yeah. That's one of my favorite shows, bro. I love My Wife and Kids. Damon Wayans, great actor. Tisha Campbell Martin, dope actress. Even Junior. I ran into Junior. He was the nigga that was in Juice. The little young nigga. He was Q's brother.
Oh, all right.
And then he was in New York Undercover. My man, shout out to Malik Yoba. He was Malik Yoba's son.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Junior,
and I ran into him on the train one time, and I tried to approach him to do a drop for me. I was doing a Christmas special, and he just got scared and got off the train on 79th Street or something.
Yeah, I remember.
But that show, man, I saw. It was season 3, episode 7, Crouching Mother and Hidden Father. And on this episode, half of it was based on them doing a school play for Romeo and Juliet. And Damon Wayans is the coach, or not the director of it, whatever. So they play out this scene with a bunch of little kids in school, and I just started seeing a bunch of weird hidden messages that it really confused me. One of the little kids is asking, can boys kiss boys? And I was like, damn, that's crazy for them to put that on there. Then he offered him to be part of the wardrobe and, fashion designers. And he skipped off, on some happy-go-lucky shit. Then there was so many other hidden messages. But one of the ones that really...
you're going deep with this shit.
Yeah, I know. Today we digging in.
Going deep.
And, I noticed the message that the little kids were saying, put the peanut in the peanut hole. That's what these little kids were saying on the show. More than once. And I was confused, like, what the fuck? What? I don't get that. Damon Wayans asks Junior if he knows about to be on his P's and Q's, and he's like, but how about the rest of the alphabet?
Get up there in the rafters and move that spotlight around. I don't want you to miss any of your cues.
What about the rest of the alphabet?
There was a lot of things that stood out. And when the little kids are saying, put the peanut in the peanut hole, I'm like,
I seen that episode, and I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking at it like that.
Yeah, and then at the end, when Mr. and Mrs. Kyle are in the bedroom, and he about to have sex with her, he's like, now I get it. Put the peanut in the peanut hole. And I'm like, y'all just confirmed what I was speculating.
Wait, I get it.
What?
You put the peanut in the peanut hole.
I still don't get it, Michael.
You will.
Which made me feel like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And those are the hidden messages that if your third eye is not open to it, your third eye ain't gonna see these things going on. You know what I mean? And to me, that's just like
the comedy, which is fucking hilarious.
Which is hilarious, but they do it in music as well. You know what I'm saying? Like things that are targeted to like little kids, because like even Lil Nas X, he's a dope artist. I like his music.
So let's just call it this. It's not influencing. It's programming.
It's programming.
So there's not really, nothing's really being influenced here. You're just being programmed.
Programmed. That's a good way to say it. And look, Lil Nas X, his first record, Old Town Road, that's a dope fucking song, bro. That's a dope song. And the video, the way it was like projected and marketed, you know, you definitely had a bunch of little kids singing that along, you know, loving the video. But then the immediate change after that is the joint where he lap dancing on the devil.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you go from one extreme to the next extreme. You're trying to will these, you know, throw the bait out there, and that's the part where I just want artists to be mindful, because look, the nigga came out with a line of sneakers called Satan shoes.
Money makes the world go round, bro.
You know, his music is dope though.
Money makes
I'll
the world
say that.
go round.
His music is dope, but
money makes the world go round. So if you the one with the money, you the one making the world spin, all right? So all this shit is by the people that have money. So you're not being influenced, you're being programmed. Get yourself a subscription.
But you know, this is what I do say though. You know what I mean? Being aware that we all got criticism, you know, and I tell people, you know, I'm not gonna judge you, so don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that everybody has their own walk of life, you know what I mean? But what I'm keeping people in conscious mind of is like what we're doing right now is consciously wanting to pass the message to kids, to people, to adults. Like, first of all, don't give up. Second of all,
who want to receive the message.
Exactly. But some people don't even realize that there's a message to be given. Because they're not using their third eye. You know what I mean? They don't see the hidden agendas, and when you see it, then you start noticing a little bit more. So, you know, these are the things that we want to inspire y'all, because this is what what we're doing. Yeah. You know, we passing them positive message. I know it's sprinkled with some bullshit in there. I know we be talking some bullshit. I've been through some bullshit. So, you know what I mean? You can't give steak to a baby, so I also got to be aware of that. But
it's like that shit I heard where it said, good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. But then good times create weak men.
Ooh, full circle. Damn. That was hard. Who did that? Your shit?
Some dude I heard on the internet.
Oh, man. Yo, respect to him, whoever.
That is an inspirational quote. Well, you know that's actually Nazi propaganda.
Oh yeah?
Hold on.
But
that's Nazi propaganda.
It makes sense though.
Nazi propaganda.
They were basically using that as like this hard time that you're going through right now.
Yeah.
That we're making you go through.
But it's true.
Create strong men.
That's programming right there again. We programming, don't even know it sometimes.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Knowledge is power.
No doubt.
No matter whatever knowledge you get from out the world, it's how you decipher it. It's how you use it.
No doubt.
Because you can use
good or evil.
can use this knowledge I give you for right, or you can use that for wrong. That's what makes you. That's what tells your morality. That's
Talk to him.
Who you are.
Talk to him, Rock.
Okay.
Talk to him, Rock.
Kill mad people and make more money.
Come on, man.
Save the world and help mad.
That's game. That's game. We blessed your game right now.
Good.
Bless their game.
What you was doing. You know? And it's just like
powerful.
Just like you know what I mean?
Powerful.
Yo, it's like that movie. What was the movie? Evan Almighty, whatever. Remember when?
Bruce Almighty, Evan Almighty.
Remember when he told him that most of the happiest people in the world stink to high heaven? Those are the people that work hard and they have shit and they smell, but they go to work and do. Those are the people that are the most happiest in the world. What does that tell you? That the poor are the people that go to heaven because they're thankful for what they have. The rich do whatever the fuck they do to get it.
I think in the Bible it says it's gonna be easier for a camel to go through a eye of a needle than a rich man get into heaven.
Bro,
it's easier for a camel to get into the eye of a needle.
I just want you to tell me one thing. Name one person that's rich right now that hasn't committed at least a sin.
Nah, forget a sin. Nigga, first of all, broke niggas commit a sin.
But
rich niggas
who
don't have integrity commit every sin every day. You know, you sell your soul.
Is there anybody full faith, pure heart?
Kanye West. He dresses like he's homeless. Kanye West, nigga. We vote for Ye. We fuck with Ye, man. Hey, man. Nah, but hey, listen, man. I'm without sin. I mean, I'm with sin, so you know,
nobody's perfect.
I can't judge nobody.
Perfect.
You know,
Nobody's
but we
perfect.
definitely gonna influence and encourage y'all to not selling your soul. You know what I mean?
Perfect. So.
Nobody is, man.
The world is stuck between influence and programming.
Yeah, but you know, this is my next guest, Rock, is an artist just like that, and we're gonna show y'all some footage, man. Roll the tape.
There's 100 other ways I can make a meal, and I've been thinking about it long, let me keep it real. This rap game finna die if I don't take the wheel. It's obvious to see the fame don't relate to skill, for real. If I was you, I would empower the youth and tell them popping zines for fiends and not the booth. I would stop feeding lies and start serving the truth. Before it's too late, little nigga, just peep the proof. You goof, you sat banging and inadvertently famous. Overly concerned about status to ever change it. Knowing the minority gullible and they praise it. Got the opportunity to wake the world, then you waste it. Face it, rap turned basic and it's slipping. What's the artist in the kitchen? Why the goats gave permission? How you let these new niggas flex in this condition? Guess the love for the culture wasn't equal with your riches, you bitches. You let it happen, made comedy out of passion. Fuckery now fashion and everybody look dazzling. I wanna know what happened, I'm listening, I ain't laughing, just spazzing. Cause I ain't having you niggas ruin my classic. You broke, nervous and dead damage. I could imagine your reaction when your wallet and passion started to clashing. The IRS watching cause you avoiding your taxes, and they taking everything you ever owned if they could bag it. The whip, chain, crib, lucky if they leave a tablet. Even packaging your skimpy self-esteem and your habits. Nigga, this what happens, now you nothing to the masses, so you start giving passes out to ration up your rations. Nowadays niggas choose fashion over passion, always bragging that they savage with shock value for tactics. Hoping that they 15 minutes will bring a balance on your past expired fame and depreciating talent. Valid, my hip-hop heads was left stranded and tatted up rappers with a gimmick left standing. But here go Ty to be the one to end the famine. I'ma take away to give you selfish niggas called baggage. I'm issuing a challenge to every other rapper in the planet. Be the change you wanna see and then command it.
And you know, that's basically the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be mindful of what you're creating as an influence for others, because everybody's gonna be watching.
Yeah.
You know, and
food for thought.
Food for thought, yeah. And this is something that I've been super impressed by, because as I introduce our next guest, is a guest who I've noticed has had choices in his influences. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been selective in what he decides to influence to the world. So with no further ado, I want to introduce this young man that's been holding down the city, holding down the county, the state, and holding it down for music. And his name is TeeWhy. Come on, brother. Welcome to the show, my man.
My God.
My man. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming through, man. Sit down, please be a guest. You know, we are really pleased to have you come through the Jammed Up Journals, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Bro, it's been a journey receiving all this information about you. First of all, I want to let you introduce yourself. You know, let them know who you are and rep your hood, brother.
Yeah, man. For those who don't know, my name is TeeWhy. I'm from Hudson County, New Jersey.
Hudson County.
I mean, stand up, Union City, fucking Jersey City, Berg and everything, man. Stand up.
And you being from like where you from, it's something big that I could identify with. Cause you know we spoke off camera, and I let you know like I'm rooting for you because we share an element that this county is what's defined us. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I've done certain things in my life that has defined me by choices that I make. And seeing you and having this perspective of, you know, blame the OGs. You know what I'm saying? And before I just go into the even record about that, I want to get an understanding of who you are that came up that had a certain perspective that was like, I'm not going to be influenced by these things. And this is going to save me to go through the pitfalls of this. You know, so how, and I know every nigga ain't a saint. You know, I know niggas is out there, they just maybe ain't getting caught or whatever it is.
Facts.
But what really avoided you as a youth coming up that, you know, gave you that mind frame like, yo, man, I'm not getting caught up for this dumb shit, so I'm not taking that big risk. I'd rather do some shit. And I ain't saying that to incriminate yourself, but how did you have that mind frame to not be a follower?
Because a lot of people, man, growing up, like, a lot of motherfuckers around me didn't inspire me in a way that was productive. I looked at motherfuckers and I realized what not to do, not what to follow, you know what I'm saying? So just watching everybody fuck up around me, go to jail, get you know what I mean? Just a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? Early observation, and I'm like, bro, I just don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like I always felt in my heart I had like a bigger purpose and I wanted to do something, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Because some kids don't even realize that they have that need to follow things. You know what I'm saying? What gave you the motivation to not, you know, fall victim to these entrapments that you obviously avoided? You know what I'm saying? Coming up, like, what was the process of you being that kind of person that separated yourself from the rest?
It was just really seeing a lot of people around me, man, doing a lot of fuck shit and just going in directions that was detrimental, bro, in their life, you know what I'm saying? Shit that sometimes you can't come back from, shit that'll fuck you up for the long term. So I'm looking at them like, damn, bro, like all I see is people around me that show me what not to do and not really what to do, you know what I'm saying? So
and I know that shit really touched the house too, because like your father was in prison for a few years, right? Want to talk about that? Like, what was going on with that? How did that change the household?
I mean, shit, that was when I was real young, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really remember too much of it. But I know that he was gone for a couple of years and shit. He was in the street doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? So I know that it definitely changed him, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of shit that went down in there that affected him.
When he came home, did he change his ways? And be
he never went back to jail.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
never went back to prison. So
that's what it's about.
And that's the big thing that we about.
Learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn from your mistakes, and you can always change your life around. Luckily, you've seen what happens out there, and you're firsthand with your pops and all that, and knowing already at an early age, like, yo, I'm not gonna spend my life doing that.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
And also, you also had like a was it an uncle or your cousin's father or something like that who did 25 years?
One of my homies, man, his step pops, you know what I'm saying? He did a quarter, bro, and that shit. I mean, he is a super likable dude too, but you know what I'm saying? Got caught up doing some shit back in the day, got jammed up. And shit, bro, 25 years of your life. I mean, I'm just thinking about that. I would be 3, you know what I'm saying, 25 years ago. So it's like,
some real shit. I can't tell you how many times that shit almost happened to a nigga. You know what I mean?
That's scary, bro.
That's scary.
But that's how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? One wrong move, one misstep.
It's a split decision.
All right.
So what brought you coming from this environment where, you know, you might have certain lack of father figures, you know, men going to jail, which is how we set up. It's how it's set up to be. This ain't a mistake that it happens, right? But that lifestyle, right? How was that with introducing yourself to hip hop?
I mean, shit, bro. If I had to say anything, man, when I was younger, my brother was like a father figure to me. You know what I'm saying? So
how old is he?
He's 6 years older than me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So he was really the person putting me on the knowledge. If he was learning shit, he'll put me on shit that I never really thought of. He changed my perspective from young, you know what I'm saying? So like my big bro, you know what I'm saying? So he would just always try to put me on to books he was reading and little shit like that. And I didn't really read them, but he'll just give me like little nuggets here and there and shit, just like planting seeds. You know what I'm saying? So like he would do that for me, and I feel like that's definitely what had me going to hip hop for sure, because he was the person that rapped before me and suggested I rap. You know what I mean? When I was young as hell, and I was like, nah, yeah, he rapped before me. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same story.
And he was nice. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
who's your brother?
His name is Angel. You know what I mean? He used to go by like Archangel back then, or Grand Architect, something like that. He used to be down with, I think, Neo Minds or something.
Neo
like
MCs?
Neo MCs.
Oh, okay. So he extended family then.
Yeah,
he extended family.
You know
that
with Photophobus.
Yeah. So Photo's actually the administrator for this company.
Oh, right. So he definitely knows. He knows me.
You go back like that.
And you know what's funny though, because I asked you this question when I was on the phone with you earlier. There's a lot of key words that you use that make me identify with the 5% Nation. So remember when we spoke earlier, I was like, you a 5%er?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the way that you speak, you carry yourself with a certain being articulate, you know what I mean? And wise in the words that you use. So I was like, okay, this guy knows something. And I see that in the display of your hip hop, you know what I mean? As from how you just said you introduced yourself to it, to the people around you. And I want to take a journey with you on like, how did your hip hop, how did your MC evolve from day one? Like, what was that transition? What made you take it serious?
Shit, damn, what made me take it serious? I think, like, I always had a genuine love for this shit, but I think, like, when I kind of got into battle rap and I started to get opportunities and get paid and realized that I was a lot better than motherfuckers, I was like, oh shit, I could really do something with this shit. And so I started to run with it for a while, you know what I'm saying? But I was always serious with it. I just didn't really know how far I could take it, but I always felt like I was gonna be something like big, you know what I mean? Like I just,
no doubt, it was something that separated the way you think with others, and you know that displays in your background.
Yeah, you started in the battlefield, so he was already coming. He was already coming with them punchlines and them hard draws.
I started making music really, and then I got sucked into the battle world, and then once I started getting paid and started getting opportunities, I'm like, I'm not getting paid the opportunities making music in the crib, so I could still do that and do this. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But I ended up like doing that mostly because they was promoting me, they was paying me, they was flying me, they was, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting opportunities to battle niggas that got thousands of views, getting on URL, they got 1 million subscribers. I'm like, yo, I gotta get out there, you feel me? I can't do that by myself right now, so I used that platform to be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, just get my brand recognized.
So you jumped the gun to something I was gonna ask later, but I'm gonna mix it up right now. Like, so that's one of the curses that they say a lot of battle rappers have, you know, that you come in battling and you never make that transition to making actual music. But with you, you're actually saying that you did make music, but you saw the opportunity to make money off a battle, so you transitioned from one to the other, but was kind of easily being able to go back to the music, because that's what they say some battle rappers can't do. They can't make music, but you just went back to the basics.
I started with the music, you know what I'm saying? So it was easy to go back because that was my fundamentals, you know what I'm saying? That was the first shit I did learn how to do. I had to really learn how to battle rap, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, okay, like while I was doing that, I was sharpening up my sword with the music the whole time, but I just didn't put out music because I didn't feel like it was ready.
It wasn't part of your brand at that moment.
And it wasn't ready to be heard.
Battle rap is what, basically no beat, straight acapella.
Well, you know, that's another thing that I wanted to speak about.
Making songs is a beat. You got to be on tempo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, is the Coliseum Battle League one of the first ones to give you an opportunity?
One of the first ones, you know what I'm saying? One of the first ones. Shout out to Black and them.
Yeah, and with that, I got a chance to see you battle my man Serious Jones.
Yeah.
That was an interesting battle.
You want to that shit, man?
You want to bring him on a journey of that legendary battle?
Shit, man. So Serious Jones had been out of the battle culture for a little while, and he was looking to come back.
He was a wild.
His last opponent at the time was Charlie Clips on like Summer Madness. So you know what I'm saying? He's coming off that to come battle me because he hears that I'm a young gutter from Jersey. I'm wilding out here doing shit, and you know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened up a league called County Grind Battle League, and they booked me as the headliner, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And they hit me on some shit. Like at first he was gonna give me some dude named Bones Brigante, and then they said he backed out. He's like, yo, I'm gonna get you a replacement. Hits me back a couple hours later. He's like, yo, you want Serious Jones? I'm like, this nigga's trolling. I'm like, bro, I will fucking cook him. Are you retarded? Like, line that shit up. You know what I'm saying? He did. And he gave me a bag on top of it. You know what I'm saying? But
go ahead.
Yeah, what happened?
Talk that shit.
Yeah, what happened? The crazy shit is they booked it in a barbershop, and if anybody knows anything about battle rap history, they know Serious Jones, a barber. He used to do shit in the barbershop. So I'm like, yo, this is all like nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? It's like some classic shit. But it was their first event, and so they were saying that they booked this camera guy who never shot battle before, you know what I'm saying? So apparently, from the story I heard, you know what I mean, the nigga was like turning off the cameras and shit while I'm getting reactions. So if you watch my battle with him, you'll see that it starts skipping around like crazy. I don't even start rhyming at a certain point, but it's clear to see that it's skipping.
Yeah, I did notice a cut that I was like, and y'all need to make the cut. As long as y'all get that bag, make sure you don't have that motherfucking editing problem. You get my man make the cut.
Yeah. It felt like sabotage, bro, because his rounds was clean. So it's like, how are your rounds clean? He don't know what he's like. He only didn't know what he was doing for my shit, but he kept his shit. You know what I'm saying? And my rounds is choppy to the point where they add in transitions in between and everything. Like, it's clear to see. You feel me? Like, they wilding on my footage. So it was that, and you know what I mean? I didn't really get the best out of the opportunity because they kind of cheated me out of it with fucking my footage up.
But it was a great just opportunity to have your name
experience
affiliated with another one. Yeah. But what was dope, right? The nigga TeeWhy starts his round off like, I know who you are, Serious Jones, you know, you're a legend, and you know, mad respect, and you know, I'm not gonna come over here trying to diss you or shake nothing, because you know, you're a Psych, come and talk all that shit. I was like, I flipped it. I was like, he's approaching it very humbly. So I want to see how he spins that into a entertaining battle.
Battle rap shit is disrespect.
He thought.
He thought. But he did get at you with that Spanish shit. I was like, oh, okay.
Chilla Jones just mentioned that shit in the battle he had with him on URL. How he said some shit like enchilada, like some weird shit he said in that battle.
Technique?
Nah, he mentioned our battle. You know what I'm saying? That me and him had on URL. Chilla Jones. Yeah, I got a shout out and shit. So he was talking about, he's like, what the fuck is that? Like, it was like quesadilla, like some weird shit he said. I don't know.
But you know that shit can be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And it catches a reaction. You know what I'm saying? But tell him how this nigga ended off the battle or some. You know the nigga, you know, he was a barber or whatever. And he's a legend MC, so I ain't taking that. But the way he flipped it, he was like, Brooks braids, fades, eyebrows, women wigs, you got it all, it's so for go. I was like, this nigga killed it with that shit. That was a good one. I was entertained by that one. But it was also one of your first ones, right? One of your first ones on that level?
Yeah, it was definitely one of my biggest battles. For sure, so like now, status-wise.
With the name, Serious Jones.
You got a bag for it, though. You got a bag.
But now you take it up a notch, and now you get on a smack card, and you went against Brooklyn Carter.
Yeah.
Now talk about that, because I got some points on that one that I was like, we need to address.
Shit, bro. We had a crazy beef with like Coliseum and We Go Hard, you know what I'm saying? And I played a big part in like stirring the pot, you know what I'm saying, with both of us, because they was in Brooklyn, we was in Queens and shit, and like a lot of niggas know me as like a New York battle rapper, even though I live in Jersey, my family in New York though, you know what I'm saying?
So they affiliated you with Queens?
With Queens, in New York and kind of like Queens and shit, because I was always with Queens niggas, and Coliseum is based in Queens.
Family out of Queens?
I had family in like Manhattan and Lower East Side and shit like that, all over the place.
Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, in the
Puerto
Bronx.
Ricans.
Yeah, type shit.
All right, so the Brooklyn Carter. So you started off rough. You had a rough start.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, what was that?
It was a brawl that happened right before that with my peoples and him and his people. Yeah.
So y'all niggas really y'all had y'all mind focused on some other shit.
So brawl popped off, and then y'all had to do the battle shit.
Still right after. So it's like my mind is scrambled because you
nigga get in your face, you know you ready to rock.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you though. Hearing that kid Brooklyn Carter, he is a worthy opponent though. He has a very unique style.
Yeah,
that I was like, you know what? That whole style that he got, that's super unique, is definitely to his benefit because he don't sound like a lot of other rappers. You know what I'm saying? So he came in, the nigga Brooklyn Carter came in with some shit, but you heard him when he said, I'm cutting through Brooklyn like I'm Nostradamus. I was like, when he said that, I was like, okay, you holding your own weight because the bars that you have, you know, you love Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But you know, you came in with some bars that I was like, that's what it's about.
Yeah, type shit. You know what I mean? I feel like that was the difference between me and him. He got a crazy cadence, and he definitely sounded original and shit. But like when it come down to being bar heavy, I was just way more bar heavy.
No doubt. And do you have a lot of time to prepare for that one?
Probably a good like month or month and a half, something like that.
And is that the average time that you usually take to prepare for?
Sometimes, depending on the situation, like I'll prepare for battles in like 7 days, you know what I'm saying, or like a couple days type shit.
and just get it on the fly.
Yeah.
What was that line that you said? You said something. I'm going through headshot to Brooklyn. I exit out his head like it's the fucking battery tunnel.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit with you was having some bars, man. So I really was like, you know,
that shit different too, cause there's no beat, no beat. So you gotta remember all the shit you write in that same style, in that same form.
With no stumbles, no fuck ups, clean one time. You feel me?
So you know some of the
people heckle or laugh, whatever. Then you got to start back again.
It's not like the studio, bro, where you can be like, yo, let's run that back. There's no punching.
Nah, because they got to remember exactly where they want to start from again. You know what I mean? Like,
have you ever heard of the wetlands or bragging rights?
Nah.
Since you're in the culture, there used to be it was down on Chinatown, right off of Canal Street, and there was a spot called the Wetlands, and the Wetlands used to have these battles called bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was a big part of like the battle rap that I was a part of. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it existed way before me, but just being a part of those battles, seeing the battles with no beats, because in bragging rights you had beats. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it'd be like 4 niggas battling each other.
Yeah, they got that now too. They got that now too. Some spot called Verbal Warzone. Shout out to them. They do.
They doing beats with the battles
on beats and shit. Yeah.
They ain't get you on the card yet?
Nah. Niggas be fronting, man. Yo, I got a bag for you. I got an opponent, and then when it come down to it, nobody ever got a bag for me, bro.
Yo, when you battled that dude Showtime, to me, when I noticed Showtime, it was at a different moment of your experience, because I saw a big transition in just who you are and your cadence. And even though I liked all that other shit that you did, once I saw the battle with Showtime, I was like, all right, your whole energy changed. You had a whole different, like, I don't know if you went back and looked at all your battles and then just really was able to reflect on how you're approaching it and how other artists approached you. You know, that I saw a huge transition in your animation, your characteristics, your body language, your sound effects. Everything just changed, and I think you became a different artist.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. It was after the Jerry West battle.
Jerry West, how was that?
Because
y'all was going at each other for a while,
Jerry
right?
Jerry West, we really didn't have no beef, nothing like that. But Jerry West had that line against me. That just go viral to this day. Every time he got a battle on URL or whatever, they play that clip. That's his his clip. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, bullet spit out tea, ain't no sugar in this shit. Crowd went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was me. And you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that energy though, which is what I tell people, was because it was versus me. You feel me? Like I helped stir that pot so much that reaction was so crazy, because they wanted to see me die. He brought like his whole league out, and I'm talking spicy. I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, you feel me? And I got my league behind me, so it's like they ain't reacting when I'm rapping. We ain't reacting when they rapping, you know what I'm saying? So when you know what I mean, when he was landing some punches that was good, they would, you know what I mean, take it to the next level. You feel me? Like, so after that, I didn't like how that felt. Niggas were saying, yo, he killed you, this, that, and the third. And I was like, I'm never taking a round off again, because in the third round, I tried to do some comedy shit.
But you gotta do that in battle rap too. You gotta make sure you show out. Like, you gotta get everybody you know, and they gotta get everybody they know. Because all it takes is a strong crowd for one person to make the corny nigga outshine you. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, I think that'll happen probably live
in the building.
But when people research the video and be like, you gotta listen to what my man was saying right here. So it becomes a different reaction from the live audience to people who get a chance to watch
100%.
it. Yeah, so
that's where I was always confident at, because I knew my pen was good. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you gassing this nigga right now. They're gonna have to watch this shit later. You feel me? And they're gonna hear what I said, and they're gonna hear what you said, and it's not gonna resonate on camera, bro. It's not gonna be the same. But when they hear my shit, they're gonna be like, oh, like that was a little.
And that's the thing that made me a believer with you, because I was listening to the records and then I go back and I'm like, wait, the way the nigga put this shit together, I was like, okay. So I hearing your music made me a believer. Your battles gave me the energy. Hearing your music made me a believer. And what was one of the first projects that you dropped? Better Late Than Never?
Better Late Than Never never really dropped. It was just a title that I ran with. There was another artist that actually dropped that title while I was like kind of promoting it for a while. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do some other shit, because he already came out with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was pumping that shit for a while. So the first project I actually put out was called HITM, which was History in the Making. That was like 2011. It was a mixtape, and it really wasn't that good, but people was fucking with me back then, you know what I'm saying? Like from high school days and shit like that. And I just started to develop from there, you know what I'm saying? But that was like 2011, my first ever tape.
Okay. Now, where did we get to finally releasing records like Too Shiesty?
Yeah.
Where did we get there? Because, bro, Too Shiesty is, if y'all haven't tuned into it, please go check that video out. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to this man's page. And take me into Too Shiesty. Like, what inspired?
Shit.
Hey, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
For me, bro, it's just like embodying my personality. I be on some goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? I be on some comedy shit. So, like, I think in the beginning when I was making music, a lot of it was just like deep, you know what I'm saying? I would just really like be on some almost depressing shit. And I'm like, yo, like I don't know why I keep resonating with this, but I'm a turned up nigga in real life, but I keep writing depressing music. Why? You know what I'm saying? Then I started to realize I need to have different types of shit. So I would write on pop records, on, you know what I mean, guitars. I would write on all different types of shit. And then I realized like I needed these mainstream records. So I started to really get in that type of production, that type of lane. I'm like, yo, I need this shit to be on radio.
And you know, that's kind of like how actors are. Because like an actor or do a scene and he'll just be in a trailer for a little bit, or, you know, he just stays secluded and he brings himself to a certain place in his life that he's able to, you know, act a certain way on a scene. But then they say a lot of actors just have the same role he's always good for. He's always just a comedian. He's always just the mad thug. You know what I mean? And sometimes subconsciously we just go for that depressing shit, and it just happens all the time. And you gotta consciously be like, I'm gonna focus on doing this scene right now. I'm gonna get this beat that's gonna make me feel this kind of energy, and it's gonna make me, you know, write this kind of music.
Yeah.
And it showed again in another record that you got that I think is fucking so entertaining, bro. Like it's Too Shiesty too. Arrogant.
Thank you, man. Thank
Arrogant. Who did that video for you?
My man Nathan Franks. I gotta give him all the praise in the world, bro.
Shout out to
Franks
Nathan
is the
Franks.
fucking man. He really brought that video to life, man. A lot of the treatment was his idea. We collaborated on it, but a lot of it was his idea, man.
Yo, it gave me the whole vibe of like, not watching them, but that energy of like the Ludacris, the Missy Elliott videos, that it was just super, you know, animated, damn near, you know, you could make a cartoon out of this shit.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So I was really, really proud of you for stepping up to that.
Thank you, man.
How's that record been working?
Cost a fucking bag to do, but yeah.
Oh man,
if you see it, man, you can tell it ain't no cheap production, man. You know what I'm saying? And I fund everything independently. You know what I'm saying? But the shit is working, bro. It's working. It got
your money work for you, bro.
It got people like yourselves noticing me, man, and giving me kudos. So it's doing its thing. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people that fuck with the record. Murphy Lee was on some show called Roast and Review. He heard it. He's like, yo, this is an automatic hit. You gotta push this shit. A lot of people that have heard this record feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And that have seen the record, they're like, yo, the video with the song you know what I mean? You just gotta keep pushing this shit.
Yeah, I seen Murphy Lee battle Keith Murray.
That's crazy. I met Keith Murray one time.
Yeah, I saw them niggas battle on South Beach, 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
It was on 13th and Collins Avenue. In front of a hotel, them niggas battled. It was a friendly battle, but it was like niggas are trying to show off. And Keith Murray. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
It's just niggas walking down the block on fucking Collins in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Memorial Day weekend, everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking DMX pulling up in Porsches, Nelly's head fucking $3 million out the window. I remember I gave Jadakiss my first fucking CD. You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy weekend for me. But now we got other records like Megalodon. Talk about that.
Yeah, Megalodon was just kind of some shit we put together. Me and my man's 2 a.m. He produced it. My man 1-3. I asked him to hop on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just some fun shit.
So your approach to that was, to me, it wasn't let's go have super fun. It was like, let me display my verbiage.
You know how Rick Ross got that luxury fly shit type shit, that style? That's me. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from Ross, and I like that luxury fly shit type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk that shit in a way that feel like, you know what I mean?
So it made you feel like to me it was like, you know, like Hov, where he's sitting on the couch rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like that real laid back approach. But one of the records that I really felt inspired by, and I'm entertained and inspired by all of them, but this record right here definitely brought me to another place that kind of like really inspired today's show. You know what I'm saying? In all aspects, because the record I'm talking about is Blame It on the OGs.
Yeah. I wanna
blame it on the OGs. That's an ill conversation.
And when I heard that, I was like, I need an explanation.
Yeah. So what's that person in you that makes you want to blame the OGs for what you've seen?
It's just how I came up, bro. To be honest, like there wasn't a lot of motherfuckers telling me where to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where. I'm just figuring shit out. I'm moving blind. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like, bro, when I get my experience, I would never let somebody that's under me move blind if I already been there. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in that. I feel like you gotta kick open the door and make it easier for motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have much direction, bro. I don't have much people to give me that type of guidance. Real talk. I never really had too many mentors like that. The people that, you know what I'm saying, growing around me and shit. A lot of them was not shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who do I got, bro? I just gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, blame it on my OGs because shit,
like back in the day, the OGs were passing down to the young OGs, then the young OGs to the OGs.
Bro, that's deep.
And I ain't asked to be here.
You try to say somewhere along down that line, they stop passing that info down.
Exactly.
Yo, that's a real deep conversation, bro. But it has a lot of dynamics to it. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of good things and bad that I can say about it. You know, but one of the things that I will say that I'm gonna stand on is that, you know, at some point, regardless of whatever our involvement is, whatever, you know, a product of your environment is, you have to take ownership. You know what I mean? And we take ownership into understanding that we had fell victim to certain things, but we no longer choose to be a victim of certain things. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody that didn't get a chance to probably bear witness like this young brother did, there's a moment where you just gotta take ownership and be like, all right, I get it now.
You gotta take,
and though I could blame it on a bunch of shit,
you gotta take ownership for everything you do, bro.
But we don't always act like that, though. But we don't always act like that.
That's the life lessons in life.
Exactly.
That's the life lessons in life.
Exactly.
You're gonna learn this shit regardless.
You're gonna learn today, motherfucker.
If you keep on blaming other fucking people, you just running around on the fucking hamster wheel. You gonna be the same nigga.
Revolving door.
The same shit. When you take responsibility for your shit, you move past that shit, you build, you get stronger. You know what I'm saying? But don't kill you.
Make you stronger. I think a lot of motherfuckers, man, they got victim mentality. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, bro, don't ask yourself, why did this happen to me? You gotta ask yourself, why did this happen for me? You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck that shit.
I ain't a
victim, I ain't a witness, I ain't a suspect, I wasn't there. Alright? That's all I know.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
I'm the black space with the question mark on it, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
At least he ain't resort to violence right now. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you, bro. You ain't killing nobody in that comment, nigga.
Listen.
Nobody went missing.
There's no victim.
Look, we got duct tape around here for a purpose, man.
No, there was never a victim. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, yo, I also want to give a big shout out to my man, A-Beezy, man. My nigga Above. You know, Heart of Gold. I know you work with that brother.
That's my boy.
Yeah, tell me about my man. Tell me how was that. I can say so much, but I want you to say some shit about him, man.
Shit, when I first heard about Above, man, I think it was Kibo Hidi who was talking about him because I needed a studio at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, go fuck with Above, bro. Like he
always on 9th Street in New York,
bro.
He
get busy. I'm like, damn, I need that. You know what I'm saying? And he was showing me records that they did. I'm like, I bet. So I went to go record with him. We built a friendship, you know what I'm saying? And just recording with Above is easy, bro. Like, it's fun. He gets it, you know what I'm saying? He's smart. So
that nigga Above knows how to produce an artist, not in the sense of just the beat and mixing. He knows a motherfucker artist's voice. Where he's like, your voice over here needs to be over here, you know, over there, you know, and he'll guide you through it, and it's so easy to work with him because if you have the patience, if you have the patience to listen to somebody else, that nigga will guide you through the whole step. Bro, if you end up needing it.
I'll go as far as to say he helped me kind of like realistically with some artist development. Like when I was in the fucking booth, he would tell me like, yo, do this, do this. I'm asking him because I respect his opinion. You know what I'm saying? He's telling me shit and I'm doing it. So like as I'm doing that, it's like I'm in the gym taking my shots. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting better.
And that's what I'm saying though. But you had to be humble enough to be able to take that kind of criticism. Because I know for me, I remember I worked with my man. Shout out to my man Chocolate Jared, legend. When the first time I worked with my man Choc, I'll tell you about him later. Super duper legend. You know what I mean? All awards, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga asked me to write. He invited me to the studio to do a record. Then he told me to write a verse. I write the verse in my head because I never really wrote down.
Yeah,
he's like, yo,
crazy shit.
Yeah, I like it.
I need paper.
Can you do another one? In my mind, I'm like, nigga, the fuck you know what I am, nigga? Fuck you to ask you to write some other. I'm like,
he didn't like the verse or something?
He was cool, but he was just like, can you do another one? So I was like, alright.
Sure hurt a little bit.
It hurt a little bit. I write another one. He's like, yo, it's cool. But can you change up like half of it? Y'all was getting tight, my nigga. But I did it. Boom, we knocked out a record. We ended up getting Sticky Fingers to do the remix. But then that shit, he was like, yo, I want you to be a part of my group. The group is called this and this. And at that moment, I ain't really know who he was. Long story short, that nigga worked on 4 records on Lauryn Hill's album. You know what I mean? Had Michael Jackson come and visit him at shows. Been on fucking tour with, Alicia Keys, Khalees. Did world. Yo, bro, I can tell you stories infinite. But the humbleness to have as somebody, as an artist, to be able to take such criticism is what's going to keep you not just changing your shit, is going to keep you growing. Because just how the words that you chose to use that I kind of identify with the 5% Nation, knowledge is infinite. Knowledge is to look, listen, respect, and observe everything in the foundation of existence. And knowledge is to know the ledge. So if you are somebody who's willing to take information, you're going to constantly keep growing. And with the time and experience that you put in, you're going to gain wisdom. Because wisdom is the manifestation of knowledge. Damn. And after we gain knowledge and wisdom, then we'll have a proper understanding.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying? But that's a fact, Jack. You know what I'm saying? So the acceptance that you have to receive
mathematics.
But the acceptance that you have to gain this information is what's gonna keep you growing. And that's why I see so much potential in you coming up, because you are very broad, but you're still remaining on your square of who you are. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be coachable, bro, in life. Because you don't know it all, bro. And there's motherfuckers that been there, done that.
Exactly. And that's the wisdom. You know what I mean? We share wisdom to somebody else. They receive it as knowledge.
Bro, you made it this far and you haven't gotten in any trouble in your whole life. That's fucking amazing.
Well, it ain't been trouble, but you haven't been put on that block.
He ain't been locked up. Right now, he free. He making fucking bags. He getting money.
Yes, sir. Let's give it up to that for my man TeeWhy for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Big respect. Big respect.
Right now with 17 on him. You know what I'm saying? Just making the wrong moves. But he making the right moves. We got I big that up. You know what I'm saying? Because I made a lot of wrong moves and I had to go through bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Locked up, watching my babies come to the jail to see me making their first steps.
He was locked up when Aaron was in the belly.
That shit was, you know what I'm saying? That
first daughter. I remember that shit.
Hurt, you know what I mean? When you ain't got nobody to take care of your loved ones and you locked up, you don't never want to feel that. So I big you up for making the smart decisions early, so that when you get grown, you already know what the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
No doubt. So let the motherfucking world know what's the next steps for TYG. What are we expecting the battle TY? Nope. Are we expecting the motherfucking big record TY?
That's what we expecting.
We expecting the big records.
Battle rap TY is dead, man. That shit. That shit could go back in the vault. Y'all can watch what I did.
He might pop up every now and then,
it's time for jet skis and boats and hoes.
Time for jet skis, boats and hoes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talk to him, King.
Cash money stacked up like this.
Listen, to get money as an artist in the industry and a battle rapper, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's getting bags, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is happy with $10,000 for as a purse. I'm cool on that. I'm trying to hit the club, do 50, and then I'm trying to hit stadiums and get an M. You know what I'm saying? For some shows, because motherfuckers out here doing that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers I'm better than.
Get them now while that price ain't what it's gonna be when them M's come around. Get them now. And you know, honestly, look, what made me think, my man Cut bigs you up like crazy. He said, yo, get him now. Get him now. Get him when I can get him. Get him now. Book him for the show now. I said, yo,
Cut, man.
I said, Cut. I said, you gotta tell me a little bit about this guy though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just came back from like being gone for like 6 years. Damn. I wasn't locked up. I was getting locked up, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Not the whole time.
Process of getting locked up multiple times.
But I laugh about it because I'm looking back at it like what a dickhead I was, because I got my son in the building today. Right, and the reason I made this show is because of both of my kids. because I've been locked up, losing time from seeing them to guide them through what they're going through, whether it's puberty, whether it's, you know, problems at home or whatever the case may be, that they just need their dad there. And I wasn't for some of those moments.
And
you know what I mean?
tried to stop him from doing all that dumb shit that got him to where he at, because I been did that shit, and I told him, if you don't listen, this is where you gonna end up. Now we back over here again, and then he gotta come home, and then you see the outfits on the wall, and now you know.
Motherfucker, why you think you my host on this shit, nigga? That's why, nigga.
I want my bail money.
I do owe you bail money. I do owe you bail money.
I want my bail money back.
I got you. Oh, man, that nigga got me. He's a fact. Yo, but that's it, though, man. That's my big bro right there, bro. That's so funny, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you,
I
man.
want to see more shit coming out.
One thing I gotta say too, though, while you mentioning Cut, man, I think if I'm not mistaken, Cut shot my first music video ever. And not only did he shoot the video, bro, like, you know what I mean?
He charged you a lot?
No, he did not.
He showed you.
He showed me love.
That's what I'm talking about.
On top of that, he had somebody bring a whole low rider through. He was riding a motherfucker with hydraulics through Unity.
And he did production on it. That nigga cutting me out of my fucking money, man.
Yo, bro, we had a whole low rider with hydraulics jumping in First Street Park on a fucking basketball court.
Nigga, you more low riders, nigga?
Different.
Shit, nigga, bring some shit to the crib, nigga.
And then that dude got locked up, like, shortly after that.
Oh, yeah, he got locked up with some crazy shit. Yeah.
But shortly after that, so I'm like, damn, how did that come through like that? And then he gets locked up right after, like, it be God, bro.
See, even the fucking producers be getting locked up around the motherfucker and shit. Jammed up fucking journals, bro.
Get jammed up, man.
Hey, yo, but
get jammed up.
But since you are a person that I consider to be a hip hop enthusiast, we're gonna take you into this segment. Okay. This segment is called Hip Hop Trivia. So with Hip Hop Trivia, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Let's see how you feel confident in some Hip Hop Trivia.
Let's go, shit. I hope so.
Okay.
Motherfucking
all right.
almanac.
Yo, so we're gonna take it between old and semi-new.
All right.
I want to know who did ASAP Rocky get named after?
ASAP Rock.
Rocky.
ASAP Rock.
ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rock. ASAP Rock.
Did he get named after ASAP Rock? Or no?
No, wait a minute. ASAP Rocky. Who's ASAP Rock?
ASAP Rock is another rapper.
Get the fuck
AEOSP ASAP Rock. He's a different.
Oh,
yeah. You know what I mean?
Is he part of the ASAP mob?
Nah, hell no. He just having.
You know, a bunch of them motherfuckers.
Yo, you know there was niggas from down south named Prodigy and Havoc.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Before Mom Beat really blew.
That wasn't from.
So, but I think they was down with No Limit.
Oakland.
I think they was down with. I think they was signed to No Limit.
I think they were LA niggas. I think it was niggas from LA.
Right, but you know what I'm talking about. They weren't from New York though.
I think they were from the Bay Area.
If you're talking about ASAP from Harlem, where he got his name
ASAP Rocky from Harlem, the ASAP mob. Where did he get his name from? So
you got me beat, guys.
All right, so there's a funny story about kind of like how his mother got a diaper signed from Rakim.
Oh shit.
So Rakim is where ASAP Rocky got his name from, and then everybody in ASAP mob, you know, they got the ASAP name.
Yeah. The ASAP means something.
Yeah. But ASAP Rocky was named after Rakim, which I think, I'm not 100% sure, and this is my man, shout out to my man PNB Rock. PNB Rock, his name, I think he's named Rakim as well. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but what's funny is that he got the name Rock, like ASAP Rocky, PNB Rock. And they both have them letters in front of the name that they whole crew have. Like PNB Mean, PNB Steph, you know what I'm saying? ASAP Ferg, ASAP 12, and they both got the Rock.
So I rock the block, and I
rock the block.
I ain't get a rock.
That's funny. Now, are you up on Rakim much?
A little bit. My pops used to know him back in the day. Used to fuck with him actually.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah. They used to
Alright, so
cool.
That's the motherfucker.
I met him once. I got a picture of it. I shook his hand. I was like,
that's the God MC.
I couldn't name too many like records off the top of my head, but I definitely listened to a bunch of them, and I can respect how he don't curse in his music. You know what I'm saying?
You don't.
That's crazy.
You don't. And niggas wouldn't even really realize that. You know what I'm saying? But you see, so you know something. Now let's see if you know this. How did Rakim get his name?
Got me beat, God.
That's it. That's a good one. Do you know this one? How did Rakim get his name?
He's a God MC. God named him.
Boom.
You're close to it, though. You're close to it. So before Egypt was Egypt, it was called Kemet, and when it was Kemet, they worshipped the Eye of Ra. So Rakim got his name from Kemet, and the god of, the Eye of Ra, Rakim. So that's how he got his name.
Like the jacket with the sevens and all that shit with the little circles on it.
Nah, that's the 5% Nation. Nah, that's the 5% Nation. So that's a little different. Yeah, now you asking, we learn. That's how we learn. Now, Belly. Did you see Belly?
I seen Belly.
All right. Who starred in Belly 2?
The Game.
He's supposed to let him get it, nigga.
The Game.
I buzzed first.
But it said,
Survey says the Game. Nigga.
all right. Now,
We want to play. We want to play.
all right.
Nigga, we want to play.
All right. Hold on. But now it's a part 2 to it. Who co-starred with him, though? You gotta say your name. You gotta say your name. Don't play games.
Oh, I know this.
You know this.
It is
If you say
Omar from the motherfucker.
No.
Wire, nigga. Omar from the Wire.
Okay, but I'm not
Michael Williams. There we go. Yeah, nigga. That was him.
He wasn't maybe the co-star. He had a leading role. He had a role in the cast. He was in the cast. But I was talking. You're right though. I can't tell you you're not right. I'm talking about Sherry Headley. She was.
That was his
Lisa McDowell in Coming to America.
Okay.
That was Lisa McDowell. All right. Now, who's Lisa McDowell's baby father?
Play from Kid and Play.
Oh, he got it. Play from. You remember Kid and Play?
Yeah.
We're gonna play on the side.
Yeah,
we're gonna play on the side. We're gonna play on the side. What's the
Yeah.
I wanna get our family fucking feud. I'm ready for this shit, bro.
Hey yo. All right. So her baby father played from Kid and Play, right?
Yeah.
What famous female rap group from the '80s did Play design clothes for?
Salt and Pepper.
Damn, that nigga got it.
Good, man. I ain't gonna hold you this shit.
Yeah, that nigga got it. Yo, you fucking up the plastic.
What the fuck do I win?
It's like grandma's couch. Don't fuck up the plastic on the couch.
What the fuck do I win today? That's all I want to know.
Yo.
It better be like a phone or something, a trip somewhere.
I
got all this shit right.
I'm gonna get you a case of White Claws.
I'll take it.
Speaking of,
I'll take it. It's free. I want to win something.
All right, J-Rock, where we going, Rock? Where we going with this?
All right, man. Now we got a segment that we go to, which is my favorite. I want it on this camera right here.
This camera?
Lockdown. Okay? Basically, what it is an either-or situation. You choose.
You got to lock down one answer.
One answer.
all right.
I'm gonna start it off. Will Smith or Chris Rock?
Oh, shit. Damn.
Started off hard.
Like, who's right in that situation?
Who's right in that situation?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
All right.
Brooklyn.
Drake or J. Cole?
Drake or J. Cole?
You blame both of them, so I don't know.
I did blame both of them.
Who gets less blame?
Oh, the lesser evil?
The lesser
we ain't
evil.
calling them evil, though. We fuck with them niggas.
Damn, I think maybe Drake might get less blame because I mean I see Drake work with a lot of unknown artists and pop them on a different type of level where J. Cole work with people that's kind of already established. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really seen
a dude out here, Mike Zombie, I think his name.
Oh, that's my man, Mike Zombie. Yeah, he from the kid started from the bottom.
Yeah, that's his beat.
Yeah, shout out to my man Kaz too.
You know we got a bag for that shit.
JB Block.
No, we got a bag for that shit.
He worked with a lot of people.
All right.
Mike Zombie.
Convertible or high top?
Convertible, easy.
Convertible.
Easy.
See, I let the head blow in the wind.
Transportation-wise, train or plane?
Plane.
Oh man, you fly.
Some of us niggas
train.
Airport business, baby.
I got to, but I'll take a train somewhere first.
I'm trying to get there quick.
Nigga want to
be on that bitch for 19 hours.
Guns with him.
I hear you.
He ain't trying to fly. Can't bring guns on the plane.
Or Hulu?
Netflix.
On that note, comedy or drama?
Damn. Ain't too many good comedy movies coming out no more, bro.
No.
I gotta say drama right now because ain't too much comedy.
Drama's running that shit right now.
Drama.
What's the last good comedy movie that came out?
I don't know. But I know that power shit is popping, nigga. Stars better get them niggas their goddamn money.
What up, Fib?
Alright, big old bitties or fat ass?
Fat ass.
Daddy banging. It's so banging.
The wagon. She need the wagon.
What we got?
Summertime or wintertime?
Summertime, man. Fuck the winter.
It's when they come out.
I'm saying, but you can put that shit on in the winter.
That's a fact.
You can
I
throw
like
it on.
that.
You can throw it on.
I like to do that.
Starting with the
here
motherfucking
you go.
shell, nigga.
You want to show a picture of it?
Show a picture.
Look at him.
You know what I'm talking about when you see that shit, right? Alright, that's all I say. He back on that shit. Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy?
Dave Chappelle. Eddie Murphy fired up.
Alright,
legend.
for your rap career, the fame or the fortune?
The fortune.
Fortune, good answer.
Fortune, man. Fuck the fame, I want the money. You hate me or love me. As long as I'm swimming in dollars, I don't give a fuck.
Look at Russ, man.
Alright.
Well, yeah, Russ.
He don't get the mainstream push.
He gives the game out.
No, he make independent money, man. Ooh, he make that independent money. He cut, take care of it, man.
Cut, take care, cut.
In the cut. We about to do a joint. You can get that later.
Yo.
Benz or Tesla?
Damn, I'm gonna have to go a Benz right now. I like Teslas a lot though, but I feel like if everybody had an electric car, the world will fucking shut down. Right now, if everybody had one, the world would shut down.
That's where we going though. You know
that's where we going, but we don't got enough.
Yeah, we running out of gas. That's why they making electric cars. Don't let them niggas fool you. That's technology taking over.
Yeah, now we gotta figure it out.
Alright, so much
no more fossil fuel. Yeah,
it's gonna be $10 a gallon soon.
Nah, I'll see it.
Alright.
I believe it.
A mansion or penthouse?
I own them.
You
gotta lock down one. You gotta lock down one.
You rather live in a penthouse or a mansion?
Damn,
now think about it. You live in a mansion, you gotta have a lot of security. Penthouse, they gotta go through the building.
Yeah.
I would definitely fuck with a penthouse, I think.
Oh, see, now I give you the explanation.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You fucking
but the mansion, you got land.
With a mansion, I would have mad empty rooms though.
I have a bunch of dogs.
Think about the
everywhere.
Upkeep and taxes of the land.
Everybody in the family living there.
Fuck that. I've been driving a golf cart.
This nigga got 7 kids already. They already gonna take up bad rooms.
Yeah, they gonna take up every room.
This nigga like you need the mansion.
I'm gonna give them a whole wing. I'm gonna be like, you stay in the left.
You stay in. I'll be in the west wing.
Buzz me if you need it.
No doubt. What we got?
Alright, here we go. Exotic or muscle car?
Damn, exotic. I like that fly shit.
He in a convertible.
You like that fly shit.
He in a convertible.
Alright, last one. 90s rap or 2000s rap?
2000s was good, but
2000s was good. People
I'm talking about 1990 to 1999, and I'm talking about 2000 to 2010.
Oh, 10.
Rap as far as like lyrical ability?
I'm talking about music-wise. What was better? What era do you like?
You see, but that's what we spoke about before in the monologue. You know, it's the same thing.
Shit,
No,
I think.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
I think
90s was more street thug shit.
Right.
2000.
And that's what I'm saying.
2000.
That's
That was
what I'm saying.
112.
Yeah,
all them niggas, Biggie and all that shit.
I gotta go 2000s.
Remember Biggie and all them niggas?
Biggie died in 97, nigga.
Yeah, but all his music transcended into Mason on them niggas, which brought the niggas. You know what I mean?
I gotta go 2000s, man, because it became mainstream and niggas got to really eat and become stars.
Yeah.
In the 90s, it was some grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? But I really fuck with the lyrical ability, the Big L's at the time, Big Daddy Kings, motherfucking Biggies.
We gonna agree on both for now.
Yeah, we gotta agree on both.
Yeah.
But they both, you know,
the way.
Got 50 coming out doing crazy shit in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
he fucking conquered the game for that
Type
moment.
shit.
But yo, listen,
That's lockdown
that's
right there
lockdown.
for you, baby. You know
And you know,
what I'm saying?
after we get out of lockdown, niggas be hungry. So I want to invite you to be a part of this segment that we call crooking. Crooking is crooks who cook.
Yo, what we fucking day, bro?
I got a fucking tortilla-less burrito.
Let's go.
How the fuck does that happen?
We about to show you.
alright.
A tortilla-less?
Let's get to mix and eat, nigga. You hungry?
Do that. Yeah.
Tortilla-less burrito. I want to see this. Yo, I'm gonna go get some food.
My man, so we here, we at my kitchen. You know, my kitchen is my bedroom is my bathroom.
All right.
It's all in the same thing. But you know, my family been holding me down.
Yeah.
You know, my close ones been holding me down. So thank God I got some commissary, man. And you know, I've been holding out for a couple days, trying to make sure I got to make this meal. Today we're gonna make a tortilla-less burrito.
Okay.
It sounds crazy, but the shit be smacking. You know, the shit is slapping when you get it. So
these jail meals be.
Yeah, so you know, I get big bags. You know, I get dope boy bags. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got a lot. And this is just what's in the bag. I got the locker stuff. But do you fuck with the flaming hot Cheetos?
Yeah, those shits is cool.
All right, so here we got this right here. We got Doritos.
Definitely fuck with the
That's
Doritos.
classic. You know what I'm saying? Got the cheese puffs.
Come on.
You know that's classic shit too. Mashed potatoes.
I love mashed potatoes.
Instant mashed potatoes. You know, we don't have the opportunity to get real potatoes over here, so we got this over here. And we got what is always my favorite foundation of every meal that I'm making here. It always gonna have to have a ramen noodle soup. My choice of preference is the chili one. The chili one has a lot of flavor, so it's very delicious. You know what I'm saying?
This shit multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Shit in walls and all that.
All that. And there ain't nothing more classic than a motherfucking chili with beans. You know what I'm saying? This shit'll hold you down. It makes you feel like you back in the free world. So we're gonna use some of that. I even got this can, bro. This is the roast beef.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? So the roast beef is definitely a delicacy. You know, not every nigga can get this. You don't get this from mopping the floors. You don't get this from being a motherfucking house punk, nigga. So here we go. You know, we got that. Yeah, you gotta have money. Barbecue sauce.
Alright.
You know, that's very special. This is fancy. You know what I'm saying? This is fancy.
Don't never fucking play yourself.
Got a little bit of the squeezed cheese. You know what I'm saying? This is a simple bag. You know what I mean? And then big pause, big no homo, but we have the hot pickle. This shit is very, very spicy. Pause.
Wow.
So we gonna, you know, here, you can put that down right there real quick.
Send me in shock.
Yeah, and other than that, we're gonna keep it simple. I saved the best for last.
What's that?
This is the special sauce, bro. This is the Oz sauce. This is something that I made when I was locked up, and I felt like I wanted to be home and get a certain flavor, so I made the Oz sauce, and there's no place like home. So be sure to look out for this. We're gonna have it at your local department stores, the grocery stores, I should say. So look out for this. Shout out to my man Jut, who doing 15 years right now. You know, he helped me get the name. The Oz sauce. Yeah. So no place like home. Click your heels, baby. So now we're gonna start off, and what we're gonna do is, my tortillas burrito always comes in a bag. You know what I'm saying? This big bag right here helps you shape. It helps you shape the shit up. You know what I mean? So we got to get these from the fucking workers. You know, they come on a late night, they clean the dorms up, they clean the unit up or whatever. And you know, you give them some money and they send you a bag from the kitchen. You know what I mean? I usually use smaller bags, but this one, we're gonna go a little bit bigger. We're gonna go a little bit bigger.
It's a family style meal.
Yeah, it's family. Yeah, exactly. Some call it the body bags.
Okay.
This is probably not as big as a body bag, but you know, it's the big joints. So what I do is that I tie up the bottom, just so I don't have no loose ends. You know what I'm saying?
Do the bag add to the flavor? It got to be a certain type of bag.
What you do is, that's a good question though, right?
You feel me?
It's a very good question. What I use clear bags because the color bags, they have obvious coloring in them. You know what I mean? And that, in heat, that can kind of give you some chemicals released. You know what I'm saying? So when you use the clear bags, it's translucent, no fucking added, things in there to, fuck you up. So, Madison Square Garden. Nah, that's monosodium glutamate for you to make. So now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna break down some of these soups. Now, if you never seen, make sure we get the shoe cans. But if you never seen how they break it down, take this little thing right here. We're gonna go right here. Boom. You get down, you throw it flat. You know what I'm saying? Right there. If you throw it on the side, the bag will pop. You throw it flat. Boom. Now you make sure you got everything. Now it's crushed up good. Now with these bags, we're just gonna throw them right in here. You know what I mean? Dump that bitch right in there. Put this right on the side. Make sure you get the seasoning pack out of that. And which corner out? Boom. You wanna throw that out right there? You can put that on the table. You know, I'll be using the seasoning pack, so I got a bunch of soups right in here. You always got to make sure that everything is broken though, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's not broken, it got big chunks in there. Yeah. You don't want those big chunks. So, that's why we wash our hands with alcohol. Matter of fact, I'm making big bag today, bro. I'm making big bag. There you go, big bag today. So we're going to break all these little pieces down. Let's see how it looks. some little pieces right here. Make sure all these chunks are broken down. You want this shit next to dust. That's how you want to get this shit next to dust. All right, and what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna go right here to my very reliable hot pot, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of counties have this. Some places have microwaves. Some places have stingers. You know, this is a stinger bought on commissary. Other people make stingers out of just loose wires, and they'll connect them to, you know, one electrical socket, the other one to a metallic table. And when you have those two pieces coming from a table with metal and an electrical wire, put it in a hot pot. Make sure you keep the wires separated, the metal separated, and it'll heat your food up. But today we got a little bit of blessings, and we're using this hot pot that I got right here. So this shit is very hot. It's already smoking.
You gotta be MacGyver in that motherfucker.
You gotta be, oh, you know what? I almost messed up. We got one more step. We gotta add these seasoning packets. So throw this whole thing in here. Put that right there on the side for you. I got some more seasoning packets over here on the cut. Right here. You add this seasoning pack. Another one. Look at that. We got 4 right there so far.
Sprinkle that MSG right
Sprinkle
there.
that motherfucking. You know they gonna give you nothing but processed shit. So the point of this segment is to understand what we gotta do. It's not necessarily what we might wanna do. You know what I mean? So keep your ass out of here so you can go get Mr. Childs and shit. You know what I mean? Be fancy with the shit. Go to motherfucking Benihana's. You ain't doing, I could give you Benihana style, but it ain't that, you know, it ain't that. So, but if you need something, you're gonna find it. So necessity is the mother of inventions, man. So, hey, add those too. Yeah, all that shit. We got about like 10 soups in there. So that's a lot of soups. But, you know, we're gonna feed niggas. We feed people over here. You know what I'm saying?
Look out.
Yeah, you can't let your bunkie go hungry. Even though my bunkie been bugging right now, but you know, he ain't gonna go hungry. We're gonna give that nigga a little corner of this shit. You know? Let me help you out right there. Let me pour this one right here. Oh. Let's all this shit up. Last one. Boom. Now that we got that in there, I'm gonna grab the bag, flip it around a little bit, make sure it gets in all areas of it. You know what I mean? It's all around it. Now we're gonna add the hot water. So now we add the hot water right into here. The whole vibe is a feel. So you gotta kind of fill it out, you know what I mean? How much water? I don't wanna make it a soup. So it's not supposed to be a soup. It's gonna be more like a paste, you know what I'm saying? Just enough water where it can lock. Too much water is gonna keep it separate.
Soupy.
You know what I'm saying? Soupy. I don't want it to be soupy. I want it to lock, you know what I mean? So we're gonna throw just enough water. But since I got like 10, 12 soups in there, I know I gotta add a few bowls, you know what I mean?
Right.
So here we go. This shit is smoking hot. You know, they say when you mix this hot water with 190, the 190 with baby oil. So that hot ass water that's at boiling temperatures, motherfuckers be adding baby oil.
Why?
Because that shit becomes like a hot oil from the pan. Niggas splash niggas. That oil burn your fucking face off. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you gotta be real careful with. You know what I mean?
Extra sugar.
Sugar? There's different ways, I guess, to do it. He knows the OG style, but they use sugar. Right here.
Put sugar in hot water and melt it until it turns into a glue.
Like honey type shit.
When it sticks to your face, it burns whatever, and it burns your hand. Whatever you rub on, burns that.
Burns that.
Burn.
So you see right here, you see how this feels?
Jail napalm.
This feels like a little pasty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna shape it to the way I want. Well, I want it like a rectangle. I want it like a rectangle. Make sure this shit's tight. I don't want it to be separate. Might even have to add some more soup. Let me see, we're gonna add this right here to make it a little bit more thick. You see, you could always add a little bit, you know what I mean? If it's a little too soupy,
add some more.
Add some more, it's okay. You know, we own
It's
the
like
fucking
oatmeal.
yeah. We own the unit, man. We do what the fuck we want. Dope meal. It's a hope meal. You know what I mean? You gotta hope to eat, nigga. It's a hope meal, man. So here we go. We're gonna try this shit again. Well, that shit real tight. You know, and I always tell them, you gotta make love to this. You know what I'm saying? Food is love, man.
Put your soul in it.
You know, put your soul in it. They say put your foot in it. You know what I mean? But you gotta be gentle with this. You gotta make sure it comes out with perfection. And you know, you can't rush perfection. You know what I mean? You can't rush perfection. So here we go. We got the shape coming along. Make sure I get my corners right.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be right on the corner.
I feel like I'm in a joint in this motherfucker.
Yo, somebody roll up a motherfucking bugler for me, bro. Yo, Bunky. Yo, roll me up a bugler, bro. Yeah, man. Yo, Rock. I know you got that motherfucking. I know you got buglers, nigga. Get that fucking battery and light it up. There we go. Now we got a good little shape to this shit. I like how this is coming out right here. That looks convincing.
It do.
Right there. That's good.
It do.
Boom. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that heats up. I got an extra little uniform and shit, so you know we gotta cover this shit up. Cover this shit up. Make sure this shit keep the heat. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hudson County for giving us something to work with. All right. And next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open this up. The chili beans. We throw this in the microwave for a quick boom bam bit. You know, we don't know time. We just boom bam bit. Whatever it feels good.
Right.
You know. So all my ingredients most of the time be having to be the same, my nigga. Cause I only got a certain option on my commissary list. So
you gotta work with what you can work.
I gotta work with what I got, you know what I mean? But I gotta flip it so I can have different flavors going with different things.
Well, so you gotta go to jail overseas.
Oh
so
man,
that they can take care of you.
Yo, so my man Dapper Dan was telling me he went to prison all around the world. And I was like, wow.
Word.
So we're gonna hit that with 2. Now next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open up this roast beef right here. You wanna open up that for me right there, brother?
Yo, are you done with the water?
Huh?
Are you done with the water?
Probably. I don't know. Why? No, one more time.
Okay.
Boom. So now what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna drain this out. We're gonna drain this out right here. We're gonna drain this out. Make sure we get all that excess water out. All right. If you could do me a favor and put that right there on that table, right there, my brother, right there, real quick. Boom. I break this down right in the can. I don't even gotta do much to it. Just break this shit down right there. I smash it all around. You know, they ain't gonna give you cans in the building, but you know, you can have pouches, and right in the pouch, you could just smash it up. So.
They give it to you in like a Mylar pouch or some shit.
I don't know what that word is, but
Mylar is like the Mylar bags is like the little weed bags, 3.5. You know what I'm saying? That shit's a seal.
Nah, it don't be like that. It'd be like in a kind of like a metallic plastic shit that you could just rip the top off.
That's kind of like a Mylar.
It's the same vibe, but it's probably not the same material. So we got that right over there. And now a lot of people don't know how to use this. This right here, people just think you're gonna eat some chips. You know what I mean? Have a good little American. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But what we're gonna do with this shit, and we're gonna turn this into liquid cheese. So how we do that is, I'll just smash all this shit up. Just smash. And once I smash this, you know, we put things right back in there. We can't waste that. You know what I mean? That was a 3-second rule. This one had more than 3 seconds. It's gone. But this right here, we just gonna smash this up, make it into like some dust. You know what I mean? Make sure you get every piece. Y'all seeing this, right? Y'all got your eyes on me, right? I don't want y'all to miss my steps, America. I don't want y'all to miss my steps because we jammed up and we gotta get out of this. So make sure you watching my steps. 3-second rule. Look, it's right back in the pot. Boom. You know, you use that grandma's house, something to drop on the floor. You know, she got a clean floor, so you might go. Yeah, real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Scoop it up real quick.
You know, you can do that. Man, you know what I mean?
Bless it
Let's have 4 seconds, but we're gonna give it. You know. So now we smash this up. And then what we do at the very end is that we add a little bit of water to it. We'll add a little bit of water. You know, we go by eye. If you don't got a scale with you, you know, you weigh it by eye.
Right.
So, here we go.
Okay. Cheese doodle soup.
Cheese doodle. Yeah. Make something out of nothing. Here we go. You can smash it again. I like smashing shit. You heard? That's why I can't be jammed up, man. I like smashing shit, man. Look, now this is... Check this out, America. Check this out.
Shit.
Now, you know, whip. You see the flick of the wrist?
Something different.
You see the flick of the wrist? You know, a chef is always gonna clean up though. So the hip hop chef is always gonna keep his area clean. We always gonna make sure we right. You know? So, as I got my cheese done, we're gonna put this bag to the side. We're gonna make some mashed potatoes. This is classic. Y'all already know the vibe for this shit. You know what I mean? Just throw this bitch right here in a hot water. Whatever you want. Boom. Whatever I can't buy on commissary, I'm trying to sneak it in. So, shout out to all the CEOs.
CEOs helping you sneak that shit.
Yeah. Shout out to all the kitchen workers. You know what I mean? They giving me shit. They giving me motherfucking, you know, fingers of garlic. You know, when you got a fingers, when you know you get the plastic glove.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just put the garlic in the little pouch, the little finger, twist it off, and sell that right there.
Crazy,
you know what I mean?
Man. Shit, a whole different fucking world, bro.
Huh? Need that shirt real quick. Dust it off. Yeah.
I'll make sure the hip hop chef stays clean.
You need a sanitary workspace no matter where you at.
Yeah. That's a fact. You know, I'm trying to keep this box closed so I can use it again. I might just sell it for 2 boxes. You know what I mean? When a nigga get his commissary, if he really that hungry. You know what I mean? We're gonna get some more. That's okay. We make mistakes around here all the time, man. That's why we that's why we jammed up. We made a mistake. All right, so I'm gonna add some of this hot water to this right here. Good old mashed potatoes. Should get you full. And you know, you get a lot of motherfucking yeast and carbs when you locked up, because you know yeast turns into sugar. So you know that's how they get you on diabetes and all that shit.
Right.
So you know everything that you eat is also part of what makes you. You know what I mean? So this is why we suggest y'all that if you have to make something out of nothing, do it like this. But the best part is to not even get caught up.
So you don't have to do shit like this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you don't have to do shit like this.
Chris.
Yeah, exactly. But if you got to, we ain't gonna starve.
We ain't gonna starve.
We ain't gonna starve, so. All right, so this is looking a little decent. It ain't the best, but you know, it's instant. So,
shit looking a little clumpy.
A little clumpy. Yeah, we gonna make the best out of it. You gotta scoop the bottom. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? All right, boom. Now what we got now? We got the hot chili. It came out. You see how that's looking? I throw a little water in there. Water is everything. You know what I'm saying? We dilute it a little bit. Yeah. The ramen noodle and water. I'm gonna make this a little thicker. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Right there. That's looking so delicious. That's looking real 5-star-ish. Finger looking good. You know what I'm saying? Lucky we even got napkins today. Usually you have toilet paper to work with. Here you go. You can put that on that side right there, brother. And then we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna see how this is feeling. Feel that. That feels a little pasty now. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different vibe of just having a soup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now this shit, I could really work with this right here. Make sure this is good. All right. I got my flaming hot Cheetos. Let's put this right back over here. My flaming hot Cheetos. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make sure I mash these up as much as I can. So like that, I could use this and just sprinkle it right on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna mash this up. Hope I don't break the bag.
Can't break the bag.
Yeah, can't break the bag. So now we're gonna put this on the side. And one of the last things, here you go, brother. Take that right over there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this hot pickle. This hot pickle is my shit. Some dumb motherfuckers be throwing away the liquid. I never throw away the liquid. Boom, right there. Put that over there, brother. And I gotta cut this up, but yo, shout out to my nigga be sneaking this shit on the low. You know what I'm saying?
He got a shame.
Yeah.
He got a toothbrush, bitch.
Yo, make it matter of all things. You know what I'm saying? So I cut my shit like this, long ways. Boom. And then I cut it right here. Make sure you cut right, your nails tucked in. You know what I mean? You don't want to get cut.
Never get your fingers chopped off.
Yeah. You're already watching out for a bunch of other shit. You know what I mean? Niggas chopping your necks off, so you gotta be careful on your own. The same technique right here. Boom. My bunkie said he always wants the hot pickle on his food. I be like, yo, dog, you tripping? Yo, pause, my nigga. Boom. Now we got 3-second rule. You saw that. Boom. It ain't go for longer. All right, this should be done. I usually take my other knife that's a lot sharper. I don't let the CEO carry me. You know what I mean? Then I just break the bag down. Cut this right here. I want the whole thing exposed.
And what you do if you make too much? Like, how do you save that shit in the can? That's good for 24 hours.
So y'all eating that shit in 24 hours?
24 hours, me eating it. I'm eating it. I'm eating it. Put that over there, my good brother. I'm eating that shit. Pause.
Yeah, we don't waste it.
Yeah, you can't waste it. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to do something, you know what I mean? But I can't throw it away, you know what I mean? I don't got no refrigerator. But whenever I do need to make a cold beverage, you know, I make sure I put a lot of toilet paper around my drink. I wet that toilet paper that's around my drink and I put it by the vent. And it sucks up all the air, so there's a lot of cool air passing through it. Let that shit sit there for like 2 hours.
That's smart.
No, but we're stupid when we do those mistakes.
That's true. It's true.
And then you got to figure out how to get out of this dumb mistake.
Y'all be figuring this shit out in there.
Necessity is the mother of invention. So when you need it, you know what I mean? You got to figure it out. You know what I mean? So now, there's different ways that I can make this right now. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to flip this over. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna have a middle layer laced with some shit. So what I'm gonna do with my little middle layer, I'm gonna add this one right here, because that shit'll drip right on top of it. It's gonna look real nice. I'm gonna add this right here. You know what I mean? I proportion it out. Make sure, spread out. Matter of fact, yo, Bunky, give me another roast beef from my locker, bro. It's right there on the second one. It's another roast beef. We're gonna add another one.
Let's get that napkin out the way.
We need more, bro. I got a lot of dope boys putting into this bag right here, to this meal, so, you know. But you know, you charge niggas.
Got to, man. Yo, listen, remind me to never get locked up here.
Yo, don't ever get jammed up.
I hate to do this shit, guys.
Don't ever get jammed up. You can put that over there, brother.
I hate to do this shit.
Get jammed up.
Yeah, because this is not what you want to result to. Let me get that one.
Starving in that motherfucker, huh?
I'll put this right over here. I'm good.
You don't know starving until you jammed up.
I bet. 72 hours, I'm gonna be foodless.
Yeah. But you know, this is.
You ever tasted the word jail?
Shit, I bet after a while, right?
But this is, you know, this is what you gotta do when you do dumb shit. When you do dumb shit, you put your family's life at jeopardy, you know, because when your father and your man's father was locked up, it wasn't only them locked up. You know what I mean?
Family.
It's the whole family. You know what I mean? The man is not there to provide, and now the family got to eat shit that, you know, might not be into their preference. You know what I'm saying? So this affects everybody, bro.
Right.
This affects everybody, and there's a bigger mastermind plan to all this. You know what I mean? All this processed food, all this, you know, lack of a father figure, all this shit just, you know, adds to it. You can put that over. Oh, hold on, put this right here. That's contraband right there. We don't want to get caught with that. All right. Now we're gonna add some of the mash. We're gonna add some of this mash right here. Mashed potatoes. Oh yeah. Gotta add the mash, baby. This shit is a binder. You know what I'm saying? This shit holds this shit together.
Looking like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We're gonna add that right there. Mix that up. Make sure niggas that get the end don't get mad. You know what I mean? And you know I get the middle.
Niggas get mad at the end pieces?
Yeah, bro, because they don't got it. I get the middle.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, it's the heart of it, baby. It's just the heart of it. This is where the crooking begins, man. This is the heart of it. Yeah, you know the hip hop chef gonna go right in the middle, man. We're going right in the middle. All right. And you can put that over there, my brother. So now, here's where it gets a little tricky, America. This is where if you're not really skilled in the culinary arts, you might have difficulties in these trials and tribulations that we all proceed through. So what I'm gonna do right here, because I'm an expert trained in the culinary arts.
I'll flip that bitch.
Damn, baby! You see me?
We built
Hey, paisa. Hey, look, this is what we do. So now we got this shit right here formulated. It's nice. It's looking good. Look at this is looking good, baby. Oh shit. Oh, I can sell pieces like this for like, look.
How much it go
$4. I can sell this shit for whatever I want, cause niggas ain't doing the hip hop chef shit. You know what I mean? You know I massage it, make sure it's good, baby. How you like that? How you like that, baby? You like that? How you like that? All right, cool. So now, oh my God, look how beautiful that's looking. That's looking very, very beautiful, right there. You know I don't care if I dirty the table. I let the CEOs clean this shit. You know, and we just drizzle it right on top. You know, we just drain it right there, right there. Look at that. That looks so pretty. Look at that. And put that right on top.
What's up? How's it looking?
Yeah, right there. That's looking really nice.
You having flashbacks, bro?
He hungry, bro. And he gonna be getting money on his books. Yo, so what I do is then I throw a little bit of, you know what I mean, the pickle sauce. I should make sure when I kept the thing a little dry just so I could keep the shape. Sometimes it don't catch enough moisture. So then when I'm done folding it, then I add a little bit more moisture to it. You know what I'm saying? More. Yes, more, brother. Now we're gonna add my cheese. A little cheese, a little cheese. Right there, a little cheese, a little different, a little different, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new under the sun though, you know? Mix that up right there.
That shit's kinda new.
Yo,
that shit kinda new.
What are you thinking about, T? What's in your mind?
I ain't gonna hold you.
He's like, what's going on?
I might starve tonight, God. it look good though.
Yeah,
you might be on your own with this one, God.
Hey man, knowledge is infinite. We gotta try it, man. We gotta try it. So
pay me to cook.
Yo, we gonna have fun today, baby. We're gonna add a little bit of this. A little bit of this.
That's the pickles.
That's the pickles. And then we're gonna add some of this shit. Some cheese doodles. Some flaming hot Cheetos, I mean.
I gotta give it to y'all, man.
Yeah. And then, last but not least, I'm gonna add my special hot sauce, man. Make sure y'all look for this, man. It's gonna be everywhere in due time. You know what I mean?
Just because of that, I know it's gonna be good.
And then we just gonna go right here with it. A little bit more. A little bit right there.
No place like home.
No place like home, baby. No place like home. Take me back.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Take them back.
No, take me back home. Take me back home.
Yeah, take them back home.
And right here is where we have.
You have to click your heels, man.
Yeah, click your heels, man. But you know, clicking your heels is trying to get like bail money. Because it ain't just gonna happen that easily. But you know, here we go, man. So if you can't put this over there, my brother, let's get these things out the way. You know, I was gonna use the barbecue and the Doritos, but I let people be subjective to that. So you can put those things on the side if you can for me, please.
Let's get the Doritos out of there.
Yeah. We're gonna take all this out.
Take all that out, yeah.
Boom. This out. This out. Boom. We're gonna get to work, man. I'm gonna go right in the middle. Right in the middle. If you don't have a spatula, you just get a motherfucking library card. Dig this bitch right out.
Take a bite and be surprised, bro.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, brother. I'm telling you. A lot of people don't walk through them doors doubting. You doubt. I'm telling you. Come on, you gotta get in. What you going for? You lucky you get a choice. We usually use sporks. We usually get sporks.
Everybody goes through the same thing right now, and 20 seconds
come on.
they're like, damn, this shit good as hell.
Let's go through it.
Yo, pick up the plate if you can.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Here we go, y'all. Jammed up journals. Fake it.
Fake it.
Who's fake it right? This shit right though.
It actually tastes better than it looks. It's put together beautifully.
Yo, if you get in this situation, this is what you gotta do, man.
It ain't the worst shit I've ate.
But make sure it ain't the last shit you ever ate.
You feel me?
And you know, they told me I would've got left up north, but I was the chef up north.
Hey, listen.
So we back at it, man.
It's lukewarm, but it'll do.
It's lukewarm, but we're gonna eat right. We're gonna call our family, and we're gonna do our thing. And make sure that we have no mercy. It's 201, real niggas scream.
Jersey, motherfucker. Gang.
Man, you know motherfucking going in, man. I'm damn. This shit got me motherfucking leaning. Hey yo, but man, Rock, you know that kid, the young man, TeeWhy, man, he a dope artist, bro. And thank you, TeeWhy, for coming through. Make sure y'all go back and check his battles. You know, check his songs. You know, like, comment, subscribe.
Bro, I see homie doing some big things. I see homie doing some big things.
Yeah. But you know, now we're gonna get into this other segment, man. You know, I gotta document America's activities, man. So I want to introduce y'all to Thuggin' and Buggin'. Hey yo, so this week I've been seeing shit online, bro. You know, everything from arrest to the release. And this lady gave me some inspiration on what not to get caught up with, because I would hate to have to be in this predicament she's in, bro. Look. But how? Spins off. She's a track star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. She booking on him.
Salute to everybody that's done this, because I've done this a couple times.
Yo, but now this one right here, I don't know what she was thinking, my nigga. This is when you're so bluntly honest that you're dumb.
That the July, there's dates in July that you're not available. What are those dates?
July 7th, July 4th, and July 18th. But then again, I need to figure out something. I have my sugar daddy that I see every day.
I see every day. She said what?
My sugar daddy.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. But
well, I'm married and I have my
Well, I'm married and I have my sugar daddy. Bro, how? Come on, my nigga.
I ain't gonna stunt. That judge was bad as hell, though.
Yo.
That judge was bad as hell.
You ain't lying. But now, you know when you're able to spot a hater from a fucking mile away, my nigga. If this nigga is not hater of the year, I don't know what is, bro. Look.
This is gonna be hilarious.
Look. This nigga that photo shoot. Look. This nigga. This nigga's on the ground photo and videotaping this shit. Bro.
Yo, that's the world now, bro. What are you talking about? That's the world now. Anytime something breaks out, everybody break their cameras out and shit. Like,
bro,
it's World Star, I'm getting this on camera. You can be getting your ass beat. They're not even gonna jump in. No. They're just like, excuse me.
Yeah. World Star. They're gonna be saying pretty soon, HUD post.
Nah, man. Listen, bro, people don't help no more. They take video.
Hey, yo, but this is a dumb nigga who does do some shit. And then this is a dumb nigga who does do some shit and talks too fast, bro. Look at this nigga.
The nigga kept talking to me crazy. This dude right there, I told him to leave him alone, man. He kept talking to me crazy, and I punched his ass. I'm sorry. I don't think we're here for you.
Okay. Can't forget about
whoever homie that is, don't do no crimes. He telling the whole story. We don't even need to get to this cigarette.
Man. And there goes Thuggin' and Buggin', man. Don't get caught up on camera looking like a fool, bro. You know what I mean?
Especially like bald.
Yeah. But yo, this is another. I know this is one of your favorite parts, man. You know, shout out to everybody that's locked down. You know, and if you know somebody that's locked down, please send them a kite, and I promise you they'll enjoy some good pictures,
flicks, bro.
Yeah.
Flicks.
So we got the next female. Introduce her, man.
Her name is Jersey Kitty G.
And
she is all types of bad.
Yeah, she doing her thing out here, man. She on IG real heavy, a lot of followers, very beautiful woman. And you know,
Jersey
it's gonna be pictures like that motherfuckers in there with love. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, man, I want to get into this brother who is man, he was a dope artist. He go by the name of G Dep. That's the ghetto deputy, man. And we want to say free G Dep, man. Hold your head up. He's been in there for a couple years, maybe a decade or more, like almost a decade and a half, right? Ain't no way you can take this from me. Yo, he was signed to Bad Boy. He a Harlem nigga, man. And, you know, he got caught up in the mix, man. So, you know, shout out to G Dep. Hold your head. You know, we hopefully, you know, you be inspirational to people. Yeah,
Black Rob,
man.
Remember that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Whoa, nigga.
Banco Popular. Word, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. But yo, that kind of closes out the show today, man. How you feeling, Rock?
Good, man. You know
how you feel about today's show?
I feel it was real interesting, you know what I'm saying? We always do what we do when we get together, we make shit happen, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we done seen it all, done it all, and then did it again, you know what I mean? Like,
hopefully, I don't even hope to that, so hopefully you don't gotta go through that.
You know what I mean? Like, you already know, man. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, yo,
don't judge me.
You know, we ain't gonna judge you, so don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? It's the philosophy of JUJ. You know what I mean? But we're gonna keep y'all to remind y'all, don't go through this revolving door. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, we ain't meant to survive because it's a setup. But even though you're fed up,
gotta keep your head up. Peace.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Jammed up journals.